Hola Cultureros, welcome back to Liti Fanatics. And by the way, Happy New Year, guys. But again, we get the same old Atleti away from home. And just like in case guys can see New Year, same bullshit. It's actually true. So, I mean, La Liga races, I think, is over for Atletico Madrid right now. 11, like, the gap is way too big at the moment with 11 points with Barcelona, and I think it's 7 points with Real Madrid. If Villarreal win their two remaining games, it'll be 6 points with Villarreal as well. So, again, you don't even have the third place within reach, which is, again, it's a shame, literally. And again, I think like there has to be some responsibilities from the players as well, because you can't just like play the game or the league just because of the vibes. I mean, just look at Griezmann's chip over there. Like I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, like it's like we're winning by 3 goals or 4 goals. Like he can try these kind of things. The game is literally 1-1. You can't lose from here. And like he's trying to do a chip, and then Ramiro is having a laugh at him, literally, like making him look like a clown. That was, you don't really expect this from your most senior player and one of your best players as well. So again, like I said, it's very very bad. The first half was literally like I couldn't even see like if anyone like was there for the game. I think like all of them had a very very good holiday season, and that's it. Like the mentality wasn't really there on the pitch. I think they were stuck on the holiday. And I don't know what to say. Like, should I blame the manager? But like, if I blame the manager, like, what about those four chances we missed? Four 1v1s: Gallagher, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, and then I don't know what to say. Like, you can't just miss three big chances and then just go on and blame the manager. But again, you don't play good as well in the full 90 minutes. It's just Real Sociedad. Again, every team that came to Real Sociedad almost had something. Real Sociedad was struggling against all the teams, but no, against Atleti, they literally played like, I don't know, they're going for the top four or anything. Like you won't believe how bad Real Sociedad is this season. Just look at their any last 5 matches, you'll get to see. But no, just against Atleti, obviously they'll turn up because again, our players they played like shit, literally. I mean, I can go on and on with the rant. I'll let Fran go on. Uh,
Well, yes, very, very bad game. To be fair, you say that our players missed clear chances, but to be fair, Real Sociedad also had pretty good chances. But overall, I don't like how the team played. Like everything was a transition. Like we never dominated the game for 1 minute. Everyone was all over the place. Our team, we were playing with Julian Alvarez pretty much as an eight. Barrios in the first half, I didn't see where I thought he was pretty good, but he was playing like in weird positions. But I think overall we were all over the place. We didn't dominate one bit. A team that has been on bad form. It's true that there has been a manager change. Matarazzo just was appointed. I don't know if this is his first game or what, but yeah, we played very bad. We didn't dominate one bit. Real Sociedad looked much better. I mean, Oblak for me was the man of the match. So uh, Real Sociedad made Oblak the man of the match, and yeah, I don't have much to say. I hate what I watched, and the substitutions made no sense. But I assume we're going to talk about that in the second half. But yeah, I just hated the way the team played.
Saint Kicks, your thoughts?
It'll be brief. I mentioned over the little winter break, I was like, hey, if we get our tactics right, you know, I think we could really win the Super Cup. Maybe challenge for the title race. I was like, wow. I'm looking at Real and Boston. I'm thinking to myself, we have Llorente back. Kubila has been great. Jimenez is coming back. We have Bayana. All these other things. All we need to do is stop doing the nonsense we were doing for the past 3, 4, 5 games. Not even 4, 5. Like since November to now, which is playing towards solid, right? Like he had a good few sets of games. Cool. It still does not make sense. Solas at his best is not better than Julian at his best. All you have to do, just don't do that.
I like what you said on Twitter, Geeks, about Julian Alvarez having to play as an 8 for Guardiola because he had a Norwegian striker up top, and now he comes to Atleti and he has also to play as an 8 to Sørloth have his place as striker.
You can excuse Haaland, right?
Yeah.
Haaland is as good as it gets as a 9. I was watching him earlier today against Chelsea, right? He was unlucky to score a goal, but it's like scary player, scary good player. With De Bruyne out, you had to have Alvarez as effectively as a substitute. I get it. Nobody's injured here. Why is he playing second fiddle to a player who's worse than him? What's going on? Bayena's not able to play at his best. Thing is that our build-up was atrocious.
Yeah.
I wanna add to that actually. Like I think like you can't really have like Julian Alvarez as a proper number 9. Like he's that second striker, like playing off the linking a play with the striker, like up front with him. Like you need someone with him, but like like that Alvarez dropping deep. Like I agree, but again the thing is, like we've been crying for this throughout the season. We need a playmaker in midfield. We're gonna go back to that like basic thing because we just don't have it, and like we only have Paulo Barrios, and now Paulo Barrios is injured. That's why he was substituted in the first half because he's injured, and again we saw in the second half we just didn't have any creativity, and then that's where like I'll question Diego Simeone. Like you need a creative person on the pitch, and you go on and bring Conor Gallagher, which he's not your creative playmaker, midfielder kind of a player, and he missed that 1v1 as well. Easily could have been 2-0, but then again, minutes after that, we conceded the equalizer, which was very very horrific defending. Probably Nomand was playing as I don't know what he thought about himself. Like he just went on with the ball up front. But again, oh mind, I'm going to talk about that in the second half. But we need I think this transfer window clearly reflects two things. We do need a left back and we do need a midfielder. That's for sure. Other things can wait.
Still little inconclusive about my feelings about left back. Ruggieri did not have a good game, and that still doesn't change my opinion, I think, because I think when you look at this game, right, was left back genuinely the real problem of this game? I was like, no, we're playing towards, we're not using build-up on either flank. So even though Ruggieri is decent at build-up, Beal, Llorente, all of those players that we had in our backline, very good at what they do, actually. I didn't get to see any of it today. Do you think a transformative left back is going to change what we saw today? I don't really think so. We did need to get somebody to replace Marius. Well, I guess it's going to have to happen now anyway because so I don't know how long this is. But the question isn't really a specific player. It's kind of the tactic. Like, I'll leave that to Fran because I think Fran is better at explaining tactical stuff to me than me. But we'll start off with the lineup, I guess. When we talk about the lineup, what we saw, what we were thinking about, what we were going to do, all these other stuff. So yeah.
But well, we were talking about a lack of creativity, but I don't think that a lack of creativity is the thing. My problem is with how the team plays, because if we establish ourselves in the final third, the creativity will show itself because you have Baena, Alvarez, those players thrive in the final third at creating chances. And when we establish ourselves in the positions box, you see it, but we aren't getting there at all. And we're playing in sort of a transition football, and with Alvarez playing super deep, so you aren't using him as a runner, even though he's amazing as a runner, or even as conducting transitions. So you have Giuliano and Sørloth, who I wouldn't use ever Sørloth as a transition player. So my problem is more with how the team plays rather than specific set of players, because the starting lineup for me wasn't that bad. I say if close to ideal, bar a few changes. So my problem is more with how the team plays. I mean, that Real Sociedad has been pretty shaky this season. So go on, dominate them. Act like a big team and dominate them instead of doing what you do.
I think Mozarato like had it like perfectly. I think they pressed us high, and then we just couldn't beat the press. The only time like we beat their press was when Giuliano again, nutmeg the left back. I think it was Sergi Romero. Who was it? I
Sergio
forgot.
Gomez.
Gomez,
Sergio Gomez.
Gomez.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was the only time like when we beat the Real Sociedad press, and then obviously created the goal. And there was just once when we beat that press was Mark Pubil when he launched that very beautiful ball to Paulo Barrios. And then I think that was the moment where Paulo Barrios got injured because like his cross was very very bad, and then like he started rubbing his shin. I think that was the moment where he got injured. But again, I think we were just not able to beat the press of Real Sociedad. Now I don't know, like our midfield was not ready for it. I don't know, or maybe the game plan wasn't working because again, I think throughout the match we were just not able to beat the press of Real Sociedad. Maybe in the second half you can say a couple of times when Giuliano actually came to life in the second half, and that's it. I think he had his game plan pretty much right, and we were struggling with that press of Real Sociedad.
Here's where I don't agree, and that's where you're a fraud, object. um, it's a lot of times throughout that first half, especially, we had a few like okay, the first 5-10 minutes, great stuff. After that, it was just all Sociedad for like the entire rest of the half, right? And for okay, we get the little rest, but going to all out now
Your
is
your mic.
you know hear me?
Now yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, it's like from now we're only going to launch it right to Sørloth, and we're going to rely entirely on Sørloth's headers, which we all know is not particular. This kind of puts you into a perpetual loop where it's like, okay, are we particularly good at getting a second ball? Decent, but you need to be set up in a proper place. Koke is not going to be able to get these second balls because he doesn't have the legs. So do you have Gallagher to come on or whatever? If you want to have this plan, you need to have the personnel for it. You can't go straight into plan B as soon as you get slightly touched up in the first half in terms of the press. You need to be able to compensate. Your plan B, plan A has to be as good as it gets, and if somebody finds you out, your plan B has to be as good as it gets in context of your team. And the frustration I have with Simeone specifically, which is why I was talking about the renewal thing the other day. I think it was like 2 or 3 podcast episodes ago. Where I was saying I'm not comfortable with the renewal, not because I don't think Simeone is a good coach, but because this season, more so than any other season I've seen with Atletico, he's not conforming his plans towards the team that he has. I think the only other time was 1920, but the entire squad was changed. So I understand why that was a little stronger. The entire squad has not changed this time. Most of the starting 11 is actually untouched. So it feels a little more frustrating that this has happened in the context of Atleti's both the transfer, the fact that the league in general from this season to last season is much weaker. Real Sociedad this season is weaker. Real Betis is about the same. Villarreal is better, but Barca, Real, not weaker, not stronger than last season. Athletic Club, not stronger than last season. A lot of the teams that we're losing to are teams that we comfortably beat last season, and yet here we are. If you understand what I'm saying, and it can't be, it can't shut it down to just buying or whatever it is.
Yeah, and we say that we failed in the build-up because Real's press was a bit better than usually, and it's curious because lately Simeone has been basing his game plan around attracting press and attacking in transitions when the team pushes the block forward. That has been happening a lot, and when the opposition presses you better, that's like one half of your game plan gone, at least from what we saw in previous match days. Maybe today was not the plan, and another thing I was thinking, that I said that Sørloth wasn't a striker that you play to if you're playing in transitions, because if you think about Sørloth, is he a player that will get involved outside of the final third with good link-up play, maybe good back to goal play? No. Will he provide good runs from halfway line? No. Will he conduct a transition well? No. You want him to be in the box. He's a box striker. That makes sense. So that's another thing I don't understand. If you play to Sørloth, why don't you dominate a bit more, establish in the final third, and then you're going to play better to Sørloth? That makes all the sense in the world. If not, I don't know, play Raspadori, Griezmann instead of Sørloth and let Julian lead the line.
Yeah, but Fran, the thing is, if, let's say you have a plan or something, if one player is not playing well, fine. Two players, fine. But then, all 11 players are not playing well, then, what do you do?
Well, if all 11 players are not playing well, then something is not right with your game plan.
Start looking at academy.
Okay. If a player usually plays well and is not playing well in a certain position or role or scenario, it's evident that they are not comfortable. I mean, I don't think Julian is comfortable receiving next to Coque, which happened sometimes in the game. So I don't know. I think Simeone has had a bit of trouble this season with profiling, and I don't like it.
No, I think it's part of I don't know what's going on with Julian, to be honest. I just saw a joke somewhere from Twitter. We also what do you call it? One season wonders. This first time we saw 1 week wonder with Julian is only performing in 1 week. But again, I think I kind of agree that Simeone is not using Julian Alvarez with the most of his potential. I definitely agree. But then I think there is some part relies on Julian as well, because sometimes he receives the balls in good positions and then he either misses a pass or he tries to dribble pass, he loses the ball, or then again some chances will fall to him and he'll miss it actually. So I think some part of it relies on him as well, because again, when you think about Julian Alvarez is a star player, by the way. The whole team is being built around Julian Alvarez. And if you're telling me
built around her Alvarez, should be.
Yeah, but again, Julian Alvarez is not really showing, up to those levels. He just have 7 goals this season, and he only have 1 goal away from home this season in LaLiga, and that was in August against Espanyol.
To be fair, you expect him to have 7 goals or less goals this season if he's playing next to Coque.
Yeah, but again, look, more than that. Look, he did the same thing. He did the same thing last season as well. Don't tell me he was not dropping deep last season.
I mean,
a bit less,
but I mean, last season is an adaptation period. I was a lot less critical of.
And don't tell me he was doing the same thing the first 6 match days as well.
No, he was good in the first 6 matches.
Yeah, he was dropping deep as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he was doing that alongside either Abayana or Griezmann.
He was with Sørloth as well. He was with Sørloth as well
in the first match days, or did he? Against Elche, I remember he started, but
yes, he was with Sørloth as well. Sørloth, Griezmann, Baena got injured after his final game, so it was either Sørloth or Griezmann when he was playing with.
Didn't we agree that Alvarez at the start of the season was quite shaky? He scored a wonder goal against Espanyol, and then low-key didn't do much until the Rayo Vallecano. Or not?
No, but he was creating chances. He wasn't scoring, but he was creating chances. He created a ton of chances for Giuliano, for Griezmann. He was creating chances.
Can I ask you a question?
He was being very good with the link-up play as well. But now it's that part of his game is also missing.
I feel like I'm confused. We're hyper-focusing on Julian's level, and we're not ignoring his partner who's playing, making us play like 10 men. Not even that. It's the rest of the team. It's just I'm confused.
I don't agree. I don't agree on this part. No.
Julian has not been at the best level, but we have statistically seen, right? Julian is literally not receiving any chances in dangerous areas. A lot of times, he is either creating or giving key passes in dangerous areas.
He had 2 chances today.
One from a set piece and the other one from a chance in the first 5-10 minutes. Are you saying
No. The set piece won for the first 5-10 minutes, and then he had a chance with the link up with, I think, with Baina, where
that is
I
both
think he
the
should
first five?
have. Yeah,
Yeah, it's both.
was it in the first five? Maybe, but yeah, anyway, yeah, he had two chances in the first half.
The
His two
point,
chances, his two chances were in the first 12 minutes. So
the,
Yeah,
the, the point is, you can't. To me, it's like the numbers don't make sense to me, right? The team that Atletico is putting 5 or 6 chances is actually a low amount of chances in a game for a big team to do something special. Is it not? Like
I mean,
typically speaking, you would say the amount of shots that we create, the amount of like actual chances that we've been doing. I don't know.
again, my point is, like, who do you look when you need these wins? You go to your star players. Look at Kylian Mbappe. He's been scoring goals for funds from 20 yards, 18 yards, like single-handedly taking Real Madrid. You know,
Whole team is entirely built towards him and everything about him. As soon as he changes, the whole tactics have to change as a response. You saw the Real Madrid game earlier today, right? 5-1. They played with Gonçalo Guedes as the reference point, and now Vinny is the referee. And it's more traditional in terms of what it used to be. Bellingham gets into half free space. All these are all different tactics. And
but again, you're getting away from my point. I'm saying is like
no.
our star
I'm
player is
saying
not turning up.
their star player is being directly catered to. The whole team is catered towards their star player. Our star player is not being catered to. You cannot criticize our star player when tactics are
No,
not
but-
being catered to exactly to. Not to say that you
No,
can't.
no, Saint Kiss. No, obviously
Can't.
you can. Like, come on, like,
yeah, but okay, but
But-
look at Julian's numbers. Where is he excelling? He's excelling at creating chances, at most passing stats for a striker, but his XG has been pretty low. Most of his shooting stats are low. He is not getting chances, or at least not in a proper
no.
way.
Again,
So you're
Fran. I'll have one stat for you. This season, the most chances missed is by Julian Alvarez. You
yeah, but
can
that's
check that out.
normal.
I
Usually,
mean, I mean that's a big number. That's a big number, Fran.
what number?
I don't have the number yet. I'll get it to you. I'll put it on the video as well.
Okay.
But it's a big number. He missed the most chances. And if you're telling me like, as a big team, like we're not taking our chances, then yeah, like it is a problem. And
Wait,
it is very alarming.
missed chances where at
Big
Atletico
chances missed, yes, at
for
Atletico de
Atletico.
Madrid. For
Okay.
Atletico, yes.
So, as I am seeing in LaLiga, he has the same missed chances, big chances as Juliano and Sørloth, though. But maybe you can add more if you check Champions League. But well, you're saying that if we check La Liga stats, he's missing the most clear chances with Juliano and Sørloth, so he's pretty much getting the same reception as Juliano and Sørloth. Because clearly missed chances is not a good factor to measure whether a guy is getting good chances or not.
Look, I'll ask this one. Like, if you're Julian Alvarez, like you want to be the next superstar, you want to be the next guy to lead Argentina in the World Cup as well. Do you like to be compared yourself with Juliano and Sørloth with that stat in La Liga?
Well,
I'll
that
just have this
specific
question
stat, but
since you just mentioned, like, would you be like, would you like your name in that list?
okay, but you have to think about where he's playing. He's not playing as our main goal output. He's playing deeper as our creative player because Baena has been missing a lot. And who was creating the chances when Baena was gone? Pretty much all Julian. And
It was Julian Barrios, yeah. It was Julian Barrios. But again, Julian has been doing this last season as well. The thing is, last season we had
spent
DePaul.
We spent half of this talking specifically Julian. What happened to the first half, brother?
I mean, first half, our team played shit earlier. Like we just like it's okay. Let's focus on the main point. Like Julian is like I think he was doing the same thing past season as well. The thing was we had DePaul last season. DePaul was very much to the part like where Julian was not dropping deep that often. But this time Julian is like almost every time he has to drop deep. And
okay,
this
so
is
the
I
problem
think
is Simeone.
I think the problem is again back to square one. We need a creative playmaker in midfield, which we don't have.
Okay, so Julian Alvarez is not getting the chances to score goals because he's creating the chances because we don't have a creative player.
There you go.
That doesn't
He
make
has to
sense,
drop
Alex.
deep. No, no. Look. You just said like he's dropping deep. He's playing as a number 8, right? So why is he dropping deep? Again, he's been doing the same thing throughout the season as well. He's been doing the same thing last season as well, and now he's doing it too much because again he's not getting the service. But when he does, he misses chances, and then again he has to be involved more in the game. So he do that pretty much often. So now when we get the ball, we don't see Julian Alvarez up top because again he's there in the midfield zone.
Okay. Wait, I'm checking missed chances from last season. Okay, it was pretty low for Julian.
See the difference last season and this season. He has missed a lot of chances.
Okay.
Look, you don't want to agree. I find like fine. Like you don't want to agree. I'm like
No,
Julian Alvarez
but
is
okay.
like is a star player. Like Julian Alvarez has dropped his level, whether you agree or not.
No.
That's the truth.
He dropped his level. But we have to think, why did he drop his level? Is it because I don't know where he's playing, what he's doing, how the team is playing? So who do we blame? Do we blame Simeone? Do we blame I don't know himself for missing chances?
No, I'll go 50-50. Like Simeone is as much blamed as Julian Alvarez as well because he's not using him with the most of his potential.
Okay, there you go. So we're not using him as we should. So we're not basing our team play.
But yeah, I'm putting the blame 50-50. Like I'm putting him on as well, like with Julian Alvarez, and I'm putting on Simeone as well. So both of them has to, have that conversation with Simeone was having with Sørloth. Simple. But anyway,
I have a general question. I have a genuine question for you. Was Sørloth good today?
He scored the only goal we had in the game. That's 1-1. You see, he
yes
scored
or
that
no?
goal.
Yes or no? Was he good today?
Yeah, he was good in the second half.
Say less. Say
Simple.
less.
He was. No, look, like if you want to hate on like one player, like fine,
The
do
goal
it.
doesn't make your performance good.
It does. Yeah, I've not seen that meme. Like one goal can change your life.
That was a joke on how bad the person was playing. Benzema,
Yeah, but again,
Benzema,
he scored your goal. He scored your goal. Again, that 1-1, you see, that 1 point you get is because of his goal.
For me, he wasn't good. He wasn't good at all. He scored the goal, which is very good, but he scored the goal, okay? But the team was pretty bad due to him being there. Like he had many bad moments in the game, which wasn't good for us. So yes, he scored the goal, but he also hurt us quite a lot during the game. So I don't know. It's a goal. Does a goal change everything?
Again, we had players like who didn't even score 1v1. So like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like you want like you don't want to take the 1 point as well, which we get. Like I don't get. I still don't get it. Like
Sørloth scored today. I'm content with the fact that he was in the right position. However, it is very clear whenever the ball went to Sørloth throughout the game, it went to die. The play went to die, right? It was, be it either a bad flick on, be it a poor pass, be it a poor dribble. There was a few times where he bypassed it, but a lot of times, and this is not unique to this game, mind you. When you look at the Sevilla game that we played earlier this season, same thing. We won 3-0. As soon as Sørloth came off the pitch, our team played insanely better. Same thing with which game was it? Is it Getafe? Not Getafe. Oh my gosh, my memory. But as soon as he came off the pitch, Griezmann scores. And it's just like, it's funny, but it's also not funny. Because there's a clear through line where it's either you take off Sørloth and you see what happens as a result to your team, or you take off Alvarez and you see what happens as a result to your team. I can't understand, to me, from I'm not the coach. Simeone is a better coach to me. I'm not going to question it. But you can't sit down and say, I'm going to play towards A or B, and even the back line to be built up has to be played towards that. That doesn't make sense. So it doesn't need to be that heavily catered to, in my opinion, either. Right? At his best, we don't need to have him be that pivotal towards what is going on. When I look at the first half, right, when he was cutting the ball across and passing it to Bayern and these other things, nice. I don't need you to do that. It's nice that you're doing that sometimes, but the fact that when it works, it works. When it doesn't work, which was often, mind you, you're all of a sudden you're in a position where you have to players that were already starting a transition have to now turn around and compensate as a result. I don't want to play towards somebody's weaknesses. I don't need to play towards these weaknesses.
I don't want to
look at Raspadori, even decent is showing too late into the game, not enough link up. Because there's no one to play off of. Sorry, as you're saying, Fran, I don't want to cut you.
No, I don't want to talk super badly of Sørloth, because at the end of the day, I don't think that our game plan is good for him. I think he plays better in different situations. So I don't want to speak super bad. I don't like him, of course, but I don't want to speak super bad of him, because I don't think what the team was doing today is good for him. But my problem is like, why do you play him if you're not going to play a game plan that is beneficial to him? So I don't blame him for not playing well. He doesn't do that well. He can play 50 meters away from goal. So
why
good that he got the goal. Yeah, but why are you doing that?
When you look at the goal that we scored, that is Giuliano creating space, getting a run, and as a response from that mid section of the final third, he makes a nice far post run. Bayern is also there, but in case something goes wrong. But as a result, you keep that cross, bypasses everybody in the defense and the goalkeeper. It's just an easy header. You can't mess it up. If he had messed it up, we were out of crosser. But he doesn't mess it up because it's perfect. There was another situation with Giuliano that the same thing later in the game where he does a really nice header again. Right? There's 2 times that we could manage to properly create chances for Sørloth himself in the game. That doesn't make sense. You're not playing towards Alvarez. You're not playing towards Sørloth. Who are you playing towards? What is the game plan? What is Atletico trying to do? I couldn't tell you. And the worst part is, when it comes to that defending that we saw today, I think that starting back line is probably one of our best back lines. Why did we struggle so hard? The midfield wasn't particularly bad. The Bayern, Barrios, Koke, Giuliano, that's a really good line. But I saw nothing particularly good today. And I think to myself, well, what do we need to change to get this thing? And it's like, it's not specific to Sørloth, obviously, as we were saying, but it's like, change up the game plan. Like, we had a game-winning formula. We have an understanding of what to do. We know what Real Sociedad is about. It doesn't really change that drastically between managers. They like pressing. They like intensity. They like to cut off certain aspects. How do you play around that? What is your solution? If this was the solution, we need to go back to the drawing board again, because this is not the only team in LaLiga that does this. And not even just LaLiga. A lot of teams in Europe do this similar game plan. If this is it, I can't expect anything from trophies for Atletico from this point to the end of the season, frankly.
I agree. Anything you want to add, Fran?
No, yes, that's the main problem is, okay, our game plan is not based around anyone up top, apparently. I mean, our game plan is based around Giuliano, for all we know, because most of the situations in attack benefit him, and Sørloth is not being benefited because he can't play where he plays, or he plays a bit worse, and Julian neither does Julian. So I don't know. I'm a bit more biased, but for me the problem with Atleti is almost entirely if you forget about squad building and the problems we have, for me is how we play football.
All right.
On that point, though, I know Ruggieri didn't have a good first half. I think that substitution where he topped off Ruggieri in the second half to put on Lonomond in that to completely destabilize the entire back line.
I don't understand. I didn't understand the substitutions, so I don't know when we're going to talk about that. But I did not understand.
Let's talk about substitutions.
Like,
only,
wait,
because
wait.
I think our conversation. Let's talk about substitutions only. Okay, at the first half again, Barrios again we all know was injury, but Conor Gallagher.
Barrios was injured.
Yeah, Barrios is injured.
Okay.
So Conor Gallagher for him, I don't think that was a good wise substitution because again, there's only one playmaker in midfield you have, and then you're gonna replace him with, I don't know.
But there isn't any other good player to substitute Barrios. Like
ideally, it would be Cardoso.
I mean,
Yeah.
Johnny Cardoso for me still had a very good game. Whatever minutes he had,
yes.
and then again you can play either Thiago Almada on the left hand side because that's what you did. But anyway, or play Baina in midfield.
No, yes,
But
that is another sub. Okay, Baina's not fully fit, so that probably makes sense actually.
no, and he took off Ruggeri, who was our width holder, so he took him off and played Hansko as left back. And most of the situations were with Baena as width holder higher up the pitch, and I pretty much hated that. I don't know about you guys, but he wasn't near midfield, and as you say, Alex, he wasn't creating anything because he wasn't close to midfield. He was closer to the wing. And I didn't understand that substitution. Why Robin Lenormand?
because Ruggieri was having a very, very hard time against Taki Kubo. And you literally, this season, Taki Kubo was barely seen in the season. And then suddenly he came up against Ruggieri and he turned up to be, back to his prime days. Because Ruggieri was struggling. He had his yellow card as well. And then again, with Taki Kubo, I think he definitely on the yellow card on Ruggieri, he would have created so much problems on that side. So I think
Galan.
Javi Galan again. Look, we're trying to upgrade the left back situation. Yeah, we're trying to upgrade the left back situation. Javi Galan left for Osasuna. Some players are saying he had a very good game.
Yes, he was actually good in his first game.
I mean, it can be, but anyway, we're trying to upgrade the left back situation. And if you're telling me is Ruggieri a upgrade to Javi Galan, not really. You can say it's from here to here, but you can't say it's from here to here. It's I don't know how to say this. It's not a major upgrade on Javi Galan, Ruggieri for me. He is slow. Really, he's good. Yes, but once he gets his confidence down, for example, a winger beats him, I think he gets a little bit nervous, and then it's really difficult for him to defend those 1v1 situations. And again, so that substitution kind of made sense because again, Ruggieri was on a yellow, and then Taki Kubo was killing him. So he had to make a change. David Hansko goes to the left back position, and then Roblin Nomad came as a center back, which again, the way we conceded that equalizer was insane. Roblin Nomad was very high up the pitch. David Hansko, because again, he's playing as a left back, he was again very high on the pitch. That's two of our defenders literally hugging the D of Real Sociedad. And then, I mean, then Koke was only left, and then you're asking too much from Koke to defend against Taki Kubo. Koke can't do much about it. And then again, he picked out a very perfect pass to Guedes, and then equalizer. That was a very stupid counterattack to concede. And Roblin Oman looked shaky for me throughout the time he came on. He didn't really look good to me.
Wait, isn't Jimenez already fit?
I think this is one of those cases of Simeone looking at the next game, which he normally doesn't do, because when you look at the Jimenez substitute, Jimenez not being in the team and Pupil starting, you think to yourself, well, that's probably him looking to say, there's a bigger game, so we'll use Jimenez there.
Yeah,
when you look at
which goes against his philosophy.
Yes, and even the Barrios. I'm assuming I'm hoping it's a light injury for Barrios, because if not, then not. But like,
I mean, basically, that was like half of the substitutions as well. Alex Baena going on for the same thing, because again, he had the Real Madrid game in mind. And then,
But
mind
we're
you,
losing the league here.
yeah,
we lost it. And losing, we lost it.
that's effective.
We lost the
We
league.
lost it.
We lost the league in the first match days, because going away to Anoeta is one of the toughest games we will face. And we played like shit, so I don't. I'm not
Mind you,
comfortable with the game. I'm not
mind you,
comfortable
there's
with it
more to come
because
as well. Our
I'm
last
not-
10.
I'm not
Go on,
comfortable
fine.
because we didn't play well. But if you say, okay, at the start of the season, okay, you're going to draw at Anoeta, I usually say, okay, well, that makes sense. No, we lost the league at the start of the season when we didn't win points against easy opposition. So yeah, that.
To me,
That's where my frustration is actually. Yeah, sorry, Saint Kiss, go on.
I'm gonna be brief. The only good thing about the fact that we're probably gonna get fourth in the league is because we're equal points with Villarreal, with them having 2 games in hand. The only good thing I could say is that means that we're gonna be lower down in the Copa del Rey, and there's better chance for youngsters to take a shot at the team. That's the potential positive, I guess.
And wait, another thing I was thinking, this is so off topic, but we're already in 4th of January, and I don't think there are like any slightly advanced rumors of a signing.
There's a lot more rumors of
hasn't-
people leaving.
True.
Yes.
Oh, we should talk about that.
Exactly. I think Gallagher should leave. I don't know if you guys. I
I
think
don't
Gallagher
hate
should
him,
leave.
but and don't let this game bias you, because that was 100% supposed to be a goal from Gallagher. But it we've said this before. We need a midfielder to cover if something happens to Barrios. Gallagher came in today. He did not do his job that Barrios could do, and it was very evident that he can't do that. If we get even a chance to recoup a fairly decent amount of the money that we got from Gallagher, and then put it into a better player or more better suited player, I'll take it immediately. Like, I don't need a lot,
And this is the best time to like cash on him.
because he has a market. He wants to play for World Cup, even though he likes Atletico. It's like you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, and most of the rumors, like I remember only one midfield rumor. Most of the rumors have been like one right back, which is Vitinho, right back, a couple of left backs, 2 center backs. Those were the rumors. Like nothing for the front line or midfield.
I thought we were going after center back because of Pupil.
No, yes, I am thinking about Senesi, but
Yes,
those were very slight rumors. But we're already in January, and I don't think there are any.
Senesi, I think Senesi is more about, I think, for summer, because again his contract is expiring. So yeah, because his maybe we can have a deal for the summer.
What I saw was that might advance because of the fact that there are bigger clubs that are also interested in him in his free transfer. So we might try to get early on that. If that is the case, I don't mind Senesi at all, mind you. Senesi is a really good centre back. I like him a lot. He's had some injury woes in Bournemouth, but he's solid. He was great in Feyenoord. We have a track record that's good with Feyenoord with Hanko. He's a left-sided centre back, really good on one-on-ones. Not insane in terms of build-up, but I've never seen him make too many mistakes. You can't really go wrong as a squad centre back. This is about as good as it gets.
I think there were rumors. I think there were rumors about him in the latest transfer window.
Yeah, there was.
And
it kind of does say it. You turn back and you look at Longley and like, do we need you if we have this? If you understand what I mean. Like, if Hanko's is not and Senesi's your second back, what do you keep in hand?
Look on the bright side. Maybe Longley would be sold. So
Or Hansko permanently moved to left back.
That is the worst solution ever.
which I can see happening actually, because Ujiri is not really playing up to that level.
And the best.
I agree.
The best
And,
left back.
you know,
that was
go on, Fran.
Tavares.
Yes.
No, fuck no. Don't remind me. Nuno Tavares. No.
That is the worst possible thing that we can get.
Nuno Tavares, exactly. Like I'd rather keep Rogeri than Nuno Tavares for fuck no.
We could go. For the sake of people who are listening, I'll go briefly over why it is we think that probably Tavares. Like, I'll give my opinion on why I think Tavares would suck here. Tavares has killed it in Lazio when he's doing well, right? Because he's a really good carry-heavy left back. He loves to make those overlapping runs. He loves to create those chances that they can do from front to back, where they just hit the ball from the back and he's already there. He's really fast. His build-up is terrible. And I really do mean terrible. There's a reason why Arsenal sold him. He can't play in a pass-heavy team. And as soon as he does anything in build-up, especially this season, which is why they're selling him, it turns into a goal for against Lazio. So
I'll just say one line. For those, I think most of the guys have seen that Prime TV show on Arsenal. What's it called? I forgot. What is it? I forgot the name
True
of it.
Guna? The show that we were on? Or no?
No. The show on Amazon Prime.
Oh, Amazon Prime. Oh, the inside the. Oh my gosh!
Something like this.
When they did the one with Arteta and the team, yeah.
The one that they also did with Tottenham.
Yes.
Nothing behind. It's not something like that. Like, so they did on Arsenal, and over there, like, if someone wants to get an insight about Nuno Tavares, it's perfect. Just watch that one, the Arsenal one. You'll get an insight on Nuno Tavares. All or nothing. There you go. All or nothing. You'll get an insight on Nuno Tavares from that.
No, wait. Okay, so I remember that last season he was playing as a left wing back. And
effectively.
I assume that now Sarri came to Lazio, and Sarri likes good build-up, players who are comfortable on the ball, so they want to sell him, right?
Yes, he's also been in very bad form as well. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2 issues.
For me, ideal would be, I think, Grimaldo, if we can get him for free.
I don't think Grimaldo fixes a lot of the defensive problems. Although he is creatively, he's way better than anything that we could probably have at left back right now. So I get that, but it's like my choice, if completely unrealistic, and we're not going to go for him, is probably Chao Enrique from Monaco.
Or Barco.
Huh?
Barco.
Or Barco.
I'm fine with I'm fine with Ian Matson as well from Aston Villa.
That's going to be expensive, but I would like him. But it's going to be expensive if we actually went for him.
Okay, wait. So,
what's up?
Thinking about the window. So, literally no strong rumors about anyone, not even mild rumors. And
we have rumors of Raspadori leaving. We have rumors of Sørloth leaving.
I also heard about an exchange with Lazio for like Guendouzi for Raspadori.
Nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Yeah.
But we need a
Sørloth. Yeah, so I saw the rumors were pretty much coming, like at the start of the transfer window from various Turkish journalists as well. But for me, I was again. I'll be very brief. Okay, past 5 games, Sørloth for me has improved. But I've been saying this from the start of the season as well. Sørloth can't be a starting centre forward, which I've been, on the same episode, I've been saying this. He can't be a starting centre forward.
We're 100% fine with that.
True. But past 5 games for me, he has improved. Okay. And at this point, I would say to sell him, I don't think it'll be a wise choice. If you wanted to sell him, should have sold him in the summer, or wait 6 months, sell him in the summer as well. Right now, in the middle of the season, I don't think it'll be wise to sell him, because again, when you see the rumors about Yannick Carrasco coming back to Atleti, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Atleti going for Morata to come back Atletico de Madrid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get
that's
that.
Another thing. We were in the River Twitter. When Mastantuono was about to be sold, you were saying, would you sell Mastantuono for 50 million? And most of us were like, no, because I know that that money will be spent on shit. That's pretty much the same situation, huh?
Yeah. But it's like I 100% understand Alex's stance here because do you trust the board? Alemani is here now instead of Busera at the head of the Sporting, right? Do you trust the board to replace Sørloth with a better vision with decent money that we get out of potential sales? I don't know. I really don't know, and I'm not sure that is Sørloth that bad that we need to replace him and get somebody and guarantee that we can get some. Can we guarantee we can get somebody better than Sørloth?
To be fair, for me, but only for me, okay. If we sell Sørloth, I wouldn't replace him. I would focus on other stuff in the squad. But
look, if you're going for a different manager, then maybe. But like, if you're gonna keep Simeone, you need a profile like Sørloth.
Then Panicelli from Strasbourg is like right there. He wants,
So good. River Academy.
Okay, let's go.
Again summer. I'm saying summer. Like we don't know. Like like it'll be a very expensive transfer as well. With in the middle of the season, you're going for a striker who's playing good in a different league.
The inherent problem as well, though, Alex, is what I would say is I don't know if this might also be the best time to sell Sørloth because of the fact that a lot of teams are looking for a striker. I know before the Fulkrug signing, AC Milan was looking very desperately for a striker. They were looking at Mateta, they were looking at Sørloth, they were looking at Otsun Edouard, I think it was. I could be wrong about that one. But they were looking at strikers.
I'm pretty sure we'll find suitors for Sørloth.
No. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying right now a lot of teams are looking for a 9. And I'm saying is like nobody's going to. So Samu's having a really good moment right now, for instance, right? In Porto. Nobody is going to put down 100 million in the January transfer window for Samu, regardless of how good he's doing right now. So you can guarantee Samu's not. Some of the bigger names are not going to be sold now. Is it possible that you're going to be able to sell Sørloth and get somebody of equal or better level of Sørloth in the January transfer? Is the kind of the thing. But the fact that we have both verified Turkish sources as well as some really respectable Saudi sources saying, hey, we're looking at Sørloth and kind of seriously, is something that you now have to question is like, do you need this money? Who else could you sell to make money? Raspadori, you're not sure if he's like a half a foot out. We should talk about Raspadori in a bit just now, but
if Sørloth leaves, I don't know if I want someone better or someone that scores more goals or whatever. I want someone that fits the game plan better because of what we said before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for which we spent like 30-40 minutes throughout this episode. But anyway, guys, Raspadori, let's be brief. I think for me, this game, like with Raspadori coming on, I don't know why I feel like it was for Simeone, like whether you want to keep him or you want to sell him, because like you rarely see Raspadori coming on. You rather see Thiago Almada or let's say anyone else. But I don't know why I feel like this game was for Simeone to check Raspadori whether I can fit him into my plans or whatever. And I don't know like how he felt now, but we'll see. But anyway, we have a Super Cup coming up next, which is again this midweek, and I have zero expectations from that match. Zero expectation. I wouldn't be surprised. Like we might go for the same back four as well with Lorente Pupil, Robin Oman, and David Hansko. Or Jimenez instead of Orbelin Omand. But let's see. If Baris is gone, then we're definitely losing the game. But again, back to my main thing, I would say like our season, I mean, this can't be like this. Like, like our season just can't be like beating Real Madrid at home and then that's it. Rest can be like whatever it is. Like, it just can't be the same thing. Like, we can just have a very, very good game against Real Madrid and then we're going to ghost against every other team. So, again, I think someone has to take responsibility for these things. It has been what, like 6 years now, 5 years now since we last won the trophy, and that was the league as well. So, it's very long. And I don't see us winning anything this season as well. Because if we say Champions League, yeah, I don't see Atleti beating Bayern, Barca. I mean, I don't know how we beat Inter. Oh yeah, obviously we played at home. But yeah, if we playing like a two-leg game, if we play a two-leg game, yeah, again that's a difficult game. The Premier League teams, yeah, again, we lost Liverpool, Arsenal, and I don't see us beating Man City as well. Tottenham, yeah, we might beat them,
I think we
and
could beat
then
Man City, you know. But the I think the wider question is to follow up on. I know, sorry to cut you off, but the wider question on following what you said. What exactly have we done to really address that away form thing? Because we got how many points did we get the whole of last year for away points? Was it 24, 44? What was it?
I can't really remember actually, but I think this the year 2025 was the worst in terms of away games.
Wait, last season away points we got
Not
30.
the season, the whole of
The whole year, yeah, yeah. It was, I think, yeah, it was 24 something, 24 point something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
okay.
bad. So the you like we've had some decent performances away this season, but a lot of them have been terrible. And it can't some of it you really just can't say, oh, it's tactics. It's like some of it really was just what on earth am I seeing from my players? You know what I mean?
But
So
okay, so it, why are we so bad away from home? So my best guess is all about pretty much respecting the or maybe the opposition feeling better in their stadium. Okay, so they play different, they dominate more, and that's exactly what we do wrong. We do not dominate games, so maybe when they come home, we dominate better because they risk less. Okay, so when we go away from home, the other team dominates more, presses higher, and we lose control of games. For me, that is the best explanation I have, and I would tie it down to tactics, but I don't know, or maybe not tactics, but more of game plan of Simeone, But I am
the follow up
biased,
though
right?
is let's
Yeah,
use
I
the
mean, like,
example. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll just add one point to it. Like, yeah, somewhat you can say game plan, but somewhat like I would say some of the players as well. The players make stupid mistakes away from home, and that like contributes to us drawing games. Or, for example, today, such a stupid goal to concede. Robin Nomad
Okay,
is way off his position.
Robin Ramon very rarely makes any sort of runs or passes particularly forward, right? But
hmm,
that the situation where it's like, okay, well, why did you even put him on in the first place? But more so than that, you put him on, and then the whole defensive situation changes because he's out of place. Hanko, who normally likes to be a little further deeper because he's as a centre back, when he makes those forward runs, he's conscious of who is covering me when I'm being covered. Lenormand just did it. They get the ball, it's over. As soon as that happens, it's over because Koke has to one-on-one somebody. That was he was dead. It's not his fault because Cook is not ever supposed to be in a situation where he's at left back. That's not our rest defense. That's not how we've planned it. And I wouldn't want to blame Lenormand too much, but it's to follow up on Alex's point where it's like sometimes we just make really dumb mistakes and you just have to be like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do about this? But then look at the Real Betis game. We had a really good game against Real Betis. And then we also had a really bad home game recently against Valencia. Like that was a terrible game. We won it, but that was a terrible game in terms of just front to back. The team wasn't good. You know what I mean?
At Atleti, like I've seen this, like like we are a team that, like like when we play good, like our fan base, like hopes will go like way too high, because like that's how we play, and then suddenly we're gonna have a face, and then back to the reality, and that's been happening since we win the league. Like we had these moments where like feels like, oh, like we're gonna actually win something, and then suddenly back to the reality, and which is again finishing third in La Liga, and that's it,
Hmm.
taking the bronze medal.
I don't think
But
we're getting third, by the way.
this season we're not
Nah.
getting the third position. Yeah, I hope, like like we actually do something this season. I hope, but again, it's a hope that kills you, which it's been happening for. But anyway, guys, this is getting too long. Let's just get to the ratings, and then yeah, we're gonna continue in the Real Madrid preview. Let's start with Oblak. Oblak for me, the only best player at Atleti throughout the 90 minutes. A
Man of the
solid,
match.
I would say. Yeah, a solid 7.5, I would say. And then right back, Marcus Llorente.
Eh,
I don't know what to say. Like, he was good, but then he didn't really do anything, like, but he was good, but he didn't really do much.
6.5.
Six, yeah, you can call it six. Mark Pobil. There was a moment in second half. I don't know, like Longless Soul entered him or something because he was making stupid mistake. I think he made two mistakes, Mark Pobil. But for me, he still had a solid game. So
Yeah,
I'd
for me,
still give him.
he was the most solid from the back line for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
give him
So
7.
I'll give him a 6.5.
All
And
right.
then David Hanshko, he was
At
good.
at centre back, he was good. At left back,
He
not so
was
much.
he was good. Yeah, I remember one of his stupid clearances, which almost fell to Real Sociedad player again. Again, exactly what Saint said. Like, I don't know what happens to your players when it's away from home. Like, you don't expect these things from such players. But yeah, I think yeah, a six would be fine for the Vidansho as well. And then Ruggeri for me, he had a very bad game. I think a three, just like his jersey number.
Nah, I wouldn't go solo, but it was bad, but I wouldn't think three bad. Three is like Longley at Barcelona bad. That's terrible. You know what I mean? That
I
was
mean,
that.
because he played it like full 90, but again, he got a yellow card. Again, I don't think he won any
So an
duels against
unnecessary, stupid yellow card. Then he was getting kind of beat by Kubo. But if you look at the
a lot
difference
of.
of the team, and
He
he was.
didn't. He didn't
I
win any 1v1
I'm not
against
arguing
Kubo.
that he had a good game. I'm not arguing at all. I'm just saying Ruggeri in the first half compared to Atleti in the second half where Hanko was there, and it's not because of Hanko specifically, but it's like the amount of times he attacked on the left hand side in the first half and the second half, it was like twice, maybe even three times the amount. Is like, and that goes to show how badly we were just being aimed at there. So I would say it was
I
bad. It's like a
have
4. Like, let's go 4 for me.
I have one question, guys. It might
Sure.
be controversial. It might be controversial. Did you guys miss Nico Gonzalez?
No,
Oh,
I think if you were to use the question in my head was if you're having Hanko at that far on the side, Nico Gonzalez would make sense there in so much that you could use him as a wing back.
wait, what
But
happened to
then,
Nico Gonzalez?
oh, he's
He's
injured.
injured. He's
Still,
injured.
you were there. You,
I I,
No,
I,
but
I, I was like,
but
oh, it wasn't something. No, but I just remembered. Yeah.
I
He
think
wasn't going to be available
even more
for
so than
the
that. I think you can use Ruggieri as a wing back. I think the ideal thing should have been you can have Hanko as the third centre back, so if Kubo is in that situation where he no longer is a one-on-one with Ruggieri and Hanko can just come and help him out. So just switching the other person to another person who's on one-on-one didn't make sense to me. Wasn't smart tactically. I feel bad for Hanko, but Ruggieri wasn't going to succeed there either. So I think I'll be a 4.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Giuliano, for me, a very bad first half, but second half, I think he came alive. I think he was one of the
I
players
agree.
who, was doing something, trying to create something. The second
I don't
half,
know.
just
It wasn't bad. It was just like he wasn't there, which is arguably worse. But but he was very good in that second half though. But so he's a
yeah,
6, 7, 8.
seven. I think so, seven for me. I think he creates the goal.
5.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, Pablo Barrios. I think the only guy in midfield who was actually progressing the ball to final third in the first half, and then he unfortunately got injured. So yeah, I think as 7, 6.5 somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koke, not
Okay,
the
I
best
didn't. Yeah,
from
I didn't see much. Again, I can't really expect him to do, like so much at this age as well. So I think 5.5 or 5 would be good for him.
I don't know if 5 is a bit harsh, but 5 probably is closer to what actually
I was
happened.
going to say 6 because I think he was quite good in his passing, but well, the
Off
rest,
the ball, it was not there.
yeah.
I think I'll go with Alex 5.5. Next up,
Alex
Diana.
Baena, first half bad. Second half, yes, he created the goal. But then again, one of his crosses led to a direct counter attack, which went to a goal as well.
Where do you put that?
I think the same in like 5 region, I would say.
For me, it was 6.
I think 6. It wasn't that glaringly bad. I think he did a lot of things right off the ball as well. It's just, yeah, that counter-attack goal is not too great. But I think that's less so Bayern's fault because his job is to create chances, and you're not going to do it 100%, right?
I mean, that was a bad
was-
cross. Straight
It
to
was.
goal.
It was.
You don't expect that from Bayern.
But the
And
follow-up
Carapaz.
is people make mistakes, and that's fine. The problem was our rest defense was particularly bad in that situation because of the fact that Lonomond was out of position and Hanko was out of position. So by the time that they got back, it was just an easy pass, and then Guedes scored against us. So I don't think it was that bad. I think 6 is fine. I
Yeah.
get where you're coming from, though. I get it. But
Okay, this will be interesting. Julian Alvarez and Sørloth.
Both together.
I'll let you guys go first because mine would be definitely different.
0 for Sørloth.
Mine would be definitely different than you guys. I'll let you guys go first.
I think I'll give Alvarez a 6. I think he is okay, but he was really out of position. He didn't do too much that I particularly liked. But what he did well, he did well. Could have done a lot better, in my opinion. Sørloth, I'd probably give him probably the same score, to be honest with you, Doug. I think what he did wrong was really bad. But again, it's not really his fault. He's like at the halfway line when he should be in the box. He scored a goal. I'm happy for him. Doesn't change my opinion on what I saw in the game. I think this is one of the few times where I actually feel that way about Sørloth because he'll score a brace. A lot of other games, he'll do nothing, score a brace, and I'll be like, yeah, 8. Take 8. This is one was not too hot. Not too hot at all.
I was going to say 6 and 6, but Sørloth scored the goal, so I can have him and Alvarez at the same level because ratings do matter after a goal, like the meme says. So I give Sørloth a 6.5, 7, maybe.
Not this game for me.
I'll go with a 7 for Sørloth and Julian Alvarez. I think I'll go 5.5.
Fair enough.
Not that far.
Again, we spent half an hour debating this, and at the end is a one different.
1.5. 1.5.
But Alex said that we should start because it's going to be so different. It wasn't that different.
1.5. Come on, guys.
We have to talk about these subs though. Lonomond talked about
Probably
that.
Lonomond. I don't think he had a good game. He was very, very shaky. There's only a few moments where I like where he was trying to get Oyarzabal sent off, and then that's it. I think a 4, maybe 3.5. I don't know.
That's probably very fair. Came on, destabilized the game, was ass. Didn't do good in the build-up, which is apparently something that he's supposed to be good at. Nothing to talk about.
Did he do well in the build-up, though? I remember him finding 2 passes inside of the Real block, and that's it.
Yes, yeah. A lot of times, if they pressed him, he was shaky, which I find weird considering he comes from that system. So clearly, he has to play against that in training a lot, right? So, whatever.
Next, Conor Gallagher. I think I'm gonna divide his jersey number for 2.
Jesus. I think that miss is too bad to say no. I don't think I'm gonna be as harsh and say 2 because that would
I'm
make
gonna say 3.
But yeah, it's not good.
And let's move on to the next one. And Gallagher, Robin Normand, Griezmann.
I think he had.
He was having a good game. The final pass in the final minutes to Raspadori, that was a very, very awful pass.
And the chip.
The chip. That chip is the main point for me. I'll give him a 4. That chip
Was
is the
way too
most
hard.
frustrating. That's the most
Way
frustrating point. That's the most frustrating point for me, for Griezmann.
I would say to me, I understand the frustration, but he came on with about a half an hour to play and try and do something and change the game, and he was the only good part of that second half besides
That's fair.
Okafor.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
fair.
think I'm giving him a 6. I think that's fair to me.
Again, guys, like if he doesn't put the ball in the back of the net, what's the point?
No, wait, that's not everything.
It's not
I mean,
everything.
it
We were
is.
terrible.
We get the 3 points. We get
He
the 3
entered.
points.
We weren't just
I-
bad. We were terrible in
I-
the second half.
I gave him a 5 because that miss speaks a lot. But he came and he tried his best. He looked to win the game rather than not do anything. So
Yeah, that's why I'm giving a 4. I think that's lenient. Fine, 4.5. 4.5. I'll try to touch France on this. Uh,
Okay,
but
Johnny.
anyway, Johnny for me had a good game.
Yeah, I agree.
Johnny for me had a good game. I think around 6.
It's a shame that he didn't come on for Barrios and the first
Gallagher,
sub
yeah.
instead of Gallagher. I think
I'd
that might
say-
have been a bit more.
I'd say 6.5 though.
Yeah, 6.5 around there.
Raspadori. Raspadori. I just saw Raspadori trying to do Mo Salah on Sergio Ramos on Mo Salah when he just came on. But except that, I don't really remember Raspadori doing much, to be honest.
Super, but I mean, the few moments I remember from him, he was playing pretty much as a withholder down the left.
Mhm.
Not ideal.
He did what he needed to do. He could have done a lot more. He's not the best defensively, but that's not really where he's supposed to be either.
Maybe a 6.
I think a
6.
5 is fair. I think 6 is a bit high for me.
He
He wasn't bad. He wasn't necessarily.
When you don't do anything, when you're not bad but not good either, I go with 6, not 5.
For me, that's a 5.
Okay.
Alex, where do you stand?
I'm with Saint Cakes 5. I'm with 5. I'm gonna come.
Hey,
What's another? So is that it? Is that
That's
all?
it.
Was
That's it.
That's it.
Raspadori, Cardoso, Gallagher, Rodinama, and Griezmann. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
not
it.
great. Not great subs at all. You can't even
True.
necessarily say I can't when you look at the bench, right? You can't say, oh, we should have put on Almada. It's like every time we've subbed on Almada in the past 5 in the same period of time that Sørloth has been really good, Almada has been really bad. And I don't understand it. So you can't say that he deserves to sub on either. So, and then who else do we have? Carlos Martin just left. Gallo just left. We have 3.
Monserrate, Iker Luque.
I like them.
And
Simeone is not going to use them when we need a goal. You know what I mean? Not now.
come on, you need to
True.
call into the academy guy character. They are
You could look
better
at
than- they are
Also, to everyone who's watching us, if you guys haven't checked out the video we did on the academies, go and check that out as well. And yes, I think this episode went on for too long. I think, which was supposed to be a brief, but yeah, I think our frustration finally went out. And don't miss out on that 30-40 minute debate on the Julian Alvarez and Sørloth thing again. But
We're going to debate in the next three
in the next
episodes.
one.
Is
next
the
three
only problem
episodes.
the problem is we're frustrated at the fact that we're out of the out of the title race effectively in January. Last time-
Hang on, bro. Let March come. Let March come for the Champions League.
No, we're done. No, we're done. I'm not talking about Champions League, I'm talking about the title race. But the title race, the fact that we didn't even get a chance really, it's a shame.
I mean, it's good. And look on the bright side, you're gonna break, it's gonna break your heart, at almost at the end of the season. It's better, it happened at the start or in the middle of the season. So yeah, now we can just calm down. We know, it's just normal. We can't really do much about it. But anyway, guys, we'll see you guys soon for the preview of the match against Real Madrid, and we'll also post the part 2 of the Atletico Academy debuts. I think after the Super Copa, because we'll be occupied with the Super Copa. If
Yes.
we made it to the final, which is I think on the bet apps, it's 0.11111%.
We're making it. It's easy. Simeone always turns up for Real Madrid. All that we need to do is do that.
Not in the cup games. Not in the cup games.
Hey, yeah, we did. Last year we beat, not last year. Yeah, before we beat them in
No.
the Copa del Rey.
But we lost in the Super Copa.
I'm not talking about that game. We had a good game in that Supercopa, mind you. We had a good game in that Supercopa. We lost, but we had a good game. With a terrible backline and a struggling midfield, we managed to get close to beating them. They were much better than us at that time, in my opinion.
Yeah, again that match as well. We conceded stupid goals. Like
I agree.
we're winning 2-1, and then somehow you like 2 minutes are remaining, and like you concede a counter attack as the Atletico de Madrid team. 2 minutes to go, counter
Brother,
attack.
there's a reason why Omoso is not in our team right now. That's all I'm gonna say. And I like Omoso, but there's a reason why he's not in our team right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not drag it on too
Anyway,
long. This has been a great episode, fellas.
Bye.
Yes, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Until then, like and subscribe, and yes, keep the debate going on with whatever's wrong with Atletico de Madrid right now. And then yeah, we're gonna see you guys soon. Until then, Opa Atleti. Ciao ciao.